What is up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of building a Lego castle. This week I've already got a ton of progress done. I'm really excited to show you everything I've worked on the castle. I've pretty much reworked the entire thing, so it's going to be really fun. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on today's video if you do end up enjoying it, and we're going to get straight into showing off some of the castle progress right now. Okay, so before I reveal what I've done to the castle, I'm going to show you what it looked like before, and then now we're going to switch over to what it currently looks like. So yeah, you can see I've completely redone the castle. I've completely reshaped it. I've taken apart the entire thing and completely reworked it. I wanted to kind of update you a little bit, but I was so engrossed in the building process that I kind of just built and I got to this point right here, which is a ton of hours of building down, but we're looking really good here. We obviously have the wall to the left, which is almost complete right there. Then we do have the tower in the middle. We do have the gateway, and then the other tower on the right, which is obviously very much the start of the build right there. But yeah, you can see we've done absolutely loads of building, and I'm going to take you through in this episode everything that I've done so far. You can see it's just a way different concept that I wanted to go for. I didn't like the round tower design, just purely because it was really hard to include into the mock, and it didn't really line up or work with any of the other base plates that I had over here. Obviously these areas haven't really changed much. I do need to work on this area here a lot in the next week or two. But yeah, you can see over here I actually also did a load of terrain work over here. I used these big, I believe it's 16 by 8 big plates over here, which are laid down a load of different details on, and then we obviously have a little bit more work over here to do. You can see I also finally got this guy right here, which is the fold from the minifig pack. This is really nice to finally get my hands on, and also the bard as well, which I will be using in the actual mock as well probably. It's a really nice fig, and I finally got my hands on him. But yeah, you can see I've done loads and loads of work on the different terrain bits. I will be adding in way more details. I got loads and loads of pieces that I just got for this sort of area here, as well as for the castle itself. But yeah, one thing I also wanted to add was loads more different greenery and different bits of tan into the actual wall itself. I thought the other one was way too sort of plain. I just think it didn't really turn out very well, and I really wasn't too happy, so I decided to completely rework it. I literally destroyed every single thing before I even started to build this. So yeah, overall really happy with the way this is looking right now. I sort of mapped out the bottoms of the towers, and then I worked out where the gap was going to go for the actual entrance, and then I started to work out where the different walls were going to go. I kind of wanted to add some angles, but I actually think it turned out quite well being so straight. Obviously over here is going to be a bit of a problem to work on. I'm going to sort of explain to you what I've got to do over here later on in the video. But yeah, you can see pretty much we've got loads and loads of stuff done. The tower will be quite a lot higher. I probably expect it to be about at least here in height, so that'll be pretty cool. Still got a long way to go, and I've got even further to go on this tower, obviously, because that'll be matching the height of that one over there. And then this wall will sort of run across the middle with the doorway so they can sort of go through, and then the same thing will happen over here, and we'll have a tiny bit of wall over here on the right. There was one thing I wanted to change on this base plate, and that is this side right here. I don't think I'm going to be adding anything further, so I'm going to remove all these Technic bricks. So I'm going to try and finish off this area here with some olive green or maybe some dark grey instead of all these Technic bricks. I'm going to give that a go and try and sort of just cover it all up and make it look a little bit nicer, because it does look a little bit weird right now with that colour right there. So I'm going to remove these two base plates right here now, because I haven't really been working on these at all pretty much, apart from a little bit over there. But yeah, I'm going to remove these two so we can get a better look at all the castle and everything like that, and then we'll go ahead and sort of take a deep dive into everything that I've been working on that base plate right there. Okay, so now we can see a little bit more detail on what I was working on these walls right here. So with the sort of techniques I was going for and how much detail I was sort of going for. So I didn't want to go too detailed, just purely because I do want to finish this mock off pretty soon. So I wanted to sort of use a few areas of bigger bricks, but I think that looks alright. I don't think it really looks too bad, especially with all the other detail I managed to add with the colours and things like that. And I think it does look pretty good. Obviously you can see here more sort of bigger bricks here and stuff like that, but I think that works quite well. Obviously you don't really notice it when you're at an angle further back, so I think I was trying to go for too much detail when I last did this area of wall. Over here you can see a little chip in the wall right there, as if someone's fired something at it and sort of chipped it away on the corner there. Obviously the whole wall is standing pretty strong though. And then over here we do have the arrow slit right here. I think this looks really good. Obviously it's not my technique. I've seen tons of people use this awesome technique to make this like slit right here, but yeah, I think it looks really nice. Over here on the side we did have my prototype that I showed you in the last episode of how I was going to do the tops of the walls, and I think it turned out really nice. Obviously it comes out, and then we have the arches here, and then we do have a little bit more slope coming up, and then we have some ingots and things like that, and then we do have this sort of barrier at the top here with the different crenulations and things like that. I will be swapping these ones out for the ones with the little 1x2s with the cross in the top with the Technic brick. I think I'll swap that out for that, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with this, and I think it looks really nice, obviously with the flag over here on the left, and then we have a bit of sort of tiled off area on the top there with a few different arches and things like that. We do have a little door right here leading into the actual tower. I'm not going to make this sort of like have an interior or anything. I think I just don't really have time for this. Obviously, we're starting my brand new mock very soon, so I want to get this one kind of done as soon as possible, but I still want it to look really good. Obviously, then we do have a door on this side as well, and then I've started to work on this area right here. Obviously, you can see very undone here. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do with this area. I don't know whether I want to sort of like cover it up or anything like that, or just have it sort of open. I'm going to have to work on this quite a lot later on, but it doesn't really matter because I still have to build up all of this here to reach that level. If we look down to the actual doors, I do have some nice door techniques down here, and I do have these doors. These will open and close pretty much as easy as you want them to, and they look really good down there. And obviously we have some black falcons charging out right there on the path. The path I did try to line out perfectly with the other base plate, as you can kind of see, and then over here we do have some more olive green and stuff. I will have to rework a couple of areas. I think I need to take this plate out here because it's too high, but yeah, otherwise got to still just work on these areas over here, which I should be able to do later on. And I wanted to make the bottom of the towers kind of slope in at the bottom, and I think that was a nice little touch rather than just being sort of square at the bottom. I think that would have been a lot more boring. And then we do have this sort of like this big crack in the wall here. I don't know whether you guys like this or not. Let me know what you think of it. I'm not entirely sure what I think so far, but I think it looks kind of cool. As if some giant catapult has launched a rock into it or something like that. I think it looks kind of cool right there, but yeah, I'm not too sure how well that fits with the actual castle. I don't know whether you think that looks good or whether you think I should reduce that a little bit in size. Then we do have the sort of tower carrying on. We do have a doorway in the back of this tower here. Obviously you would be able to sort of like walk your way up and then across to this tower. There's no doorway in the back of this one, but I will show you the back of this in just a second. And now switching it around, you can see I do have to work on all the different freeform along this side here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. That's why I haven't really worked on this bit of the tower here. Obviously I still need to sort of just like build all this up and add sort of like a steady base under here. I think I'm going to add some like rocks and things around here, sort of propping up the end of the wall and have the wall just sort of like cutting off here. I think that'll look pretty sick if I do say so myself. And then we're going to finish off this tower and have it built up to the sort of height I said before, so over here, and then we'll sort of like run across with one doorway on here and one doorway on this side, running across onto this side over here. Okay, so now looking at it from the back, we can see we have the doorway right there. I'm pretty happy with the way this door looks. It's kind of like a cute little door right there. And then I will be tiling off all of this area here like I have done over here. I also possibly will be extending this back, hence why I added some more Technic bricks along there. So I might have some more gaps back here and some more space over here to add some more interior, but I'm not entirely sure yet. You can also get a good look at the sort of area of the mock where the entrance is. I think this looks really cool, and it sort of has a nice view out onto the mock, and I think that'll be a really nice view for when the actual mock is finished. And then obviously this is the back of that area where the crack was. You can see I had to build it up a little bit more than I would have liked, but yeah, overall I managed to add a load of different supports inside of this wall. I think it looks really nice, and I actually did add a bit to the end of the wall right now, which I'm going to show you in just a sec. But yeah, overall this area is pretty much done right here. I might add some like market stalls and stuff like that over here, but yeah, overall I think this is looking pretty good. Moving on to the end, I did add this nice little bit right here, which is obviously nowhere near finished. I will be finishing this off very soon, but it's like a little bit showing the interior of the wall, and I think that looks kind of cool instead of just having it sort of just flat. I think it looks pretty sweet looking like that, and I think it will be sort of better when it's all tiled off and stuff, and it sort of represents all the small stones and stuff like that they'd fill the wall with. I definitely like the way that turns out, so let me know what you think of that in the comment section down below. And here you can get a better look at how tall these walls really are. They do look pretty tall up here, and I'm really happy with that. I think I was kind of worried that I'd kind of go for too smaller walls, so I kind of went up and up and up, and I think that turned out really nice. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I have to show you this week, guys. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more. I'm pretty happy with the amount of progress I managed to get done on the castle. Obviously completely redoing it took a lot of time to do, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I had a ton of fun working on the actual castle itself, and I think it's turning out really nice. So make sure you let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and of course stay tuned for another castle update very soon. Hopefully I'll be finishing this off in the next few weeks, and that should be really good. Obviously I've still got quite a lot of work to do, but I think it'll be really fun finishing it off, and I probably will be doing some live streams soon, so make sure you stay tuned for those on the channel. And if you turn that post notification bell on, then you'll stay up to date when I do live stream, and you will be notified when I go live. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.